left shoulder, right? Is that correct? Okay. So here's the second drill, second 2-minute drill, is that we're going to try to mobilize the single rib. So this is different. Before we were pinning basically either side of the thoracic spine. We're trapping the entire kind of motion segment. That means the rib gets in there a little bit, we get the vertebra, and what we're doing is we're blocking between two vertebrae and then trying to extend over it. Does that make sense? In a controlled way. And what's nice is that my back was protected. I wasn't compensating because I was laying down, and I just touch those corners, and it gets me to fulcrum over the ball. So now we're going to do the same thing, except the ball is going to be off to the side a little bit, and we're going to focus on these areas right at the top of the spine. This is the border of the scapula here. Can you see that? I can actually palpate it, and I'm just going to try to put a ball along the edge here, okay? So what I want you to do is attack what you think is your worst shoulder. Normally, we see our dominant hand as the more restricted hand. It's because that shoulder tends to be a little bit tighter, the capsule's a little bit tighter. We're going to start here. We're going to put the ball somewhere along one of these ribs to start. So go ahead and let's get you in that position. And one of our hypotheses is that if we can clean up the mechanics, we're going to have better, freer range of motion through there mechanically, but then because I can adopt a much more effective position, the musculature recruits much more effectively. And so I get better turn on to the external rotators because they have better length-tension relationship, better resting positioning. They're not so stretched out and kind of working in impossible ranges because your brain is smart. As soon as we get you organized, everything turns on, right? So that's what we call that kind of positional inhibition. If we can get him to clear the mechanism, then we're going to see better function. So in physio, we do this kind of thing called a P&F pattern for the shoulder, this internal rotation, arm across to external rotation. And that external rotation with the arm up overhead in flexion, abduction a little bit is really the end of my Olympic lifting position. I'm screwing out. This is our active shoulder position where you can see the armpit. We'll talk about this a little bit more in a second. But this is my finished position. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come across to my hip, whoop, right? Wind up, and then he's just going to have him wind up, and I'm going to have him steer a little bit closer to his ear, okay? So go ahead and try to put that up and over your head to your ear. And then you're just going to external rotate to that. Oh, there it is! That's when we know it's gold, right? You can tell. You just flinched in the crowd, right? Please don't hurt him. Good, come back. And again, what we're trying to do is get the mobilization through that, okay? And just hitting that corner. You got that? Is that easy? Can you feel that? You see that we're getting more of this kind of focus, local mobilization. Don't let him fly the rib cage. And if I'm a super buddy, what do? I just press right through the ball. Go ahead and come to that corner, and then up and over. You guys can you see that? Can you replicate that? Good. Stop. Don't get any better. Let's do the 2-minute drill. Grab a ball. So I want you to choose one arm. And what we're going to see is, do we make a difference between the two arms?
You said you
Yeah. Choose the shoulder that you want to work on. They're both good shoulders, right? And you guys should have corrected me because there's no dominant shoulder. Like I can snatch left-handed and right-handed. Okay, wait. You guys got it? So roughly along the kind of between the spine of your scapula and your actual spine. So somewhere in that fleshy business where there's a rib. I'll come around and make the adjustments. We're going to call this a unilateral PA, rib self-mobilization with movement in a D1, D2 pattern. Go! Treating that sticky rib. Treating that sticky rib. Remember that, so you don't hang out there. Touch it, come out. Boom, touch it, come out. Hit those corners. And if my athlete's flying wide, I want you to be here. Do you feel that difference? Yeah, that's it, huh? That's the money. Come back to your corner, up by your ear. That's that position. That's what we want to move, is getting that thing kind of sticking underneath the rib cage there. You feeling it? And you'll notice that you're totally cheating off by trying to unload that one side. There you go. Hitting that corner. There you go. We're just going to touch that corner, boom, and out, right? So here to here. And then that ball, exactly, anywhere along those reins, and you can go up and down. If you hit a corner that doesn't feel like it's doing much, right? Usually it feels like it's doing something. Where should your hand be able to easily get to? The ground! Oh, right there! Look at that face. That's the crazy horse eye. That's a technical term. There you go. Good. And again, if I'm a friend, you see my professional punch her in the shoulder grip so it doesn't get creepy. Touch. Good. Come back out. Isn't that awesome? Oh, look, you have 35 more seconds of suffering. Suffer, babies. Suffer. And once you feel like something's changed, go hunt something else. Does this feel different than the last one we did? Yeah, absolutely it does. And it hurts. It hurts worse? Absolutely. So what we're doing is we're taking the second piece. Hey, maybe I don't have a thoracic stiffness problem, maybe I have a rib stiffness problem. Good, hitting that corner. The 2-minute drill. Excellent. Right through there, that's where we're oscillating through. Excellent, keep that rib cage down. And done. Okay, pop on up. And what we want to do is just a quick test and see if that changed one side or the other. And oftentimes we may or may not see a difference. So which side did you just do? Did that side? So keep the hands down, rib cage down tight, and come straight up with your arms, straight up with your arms. Maybe that made a difference, maybe it didn't. On you on that side. Let's try this. Go ahead, go around. I can't tell, is there a difference on this side or not? Sometimes it's easy to see, sometimes it's not. Come on, pull that other arm back, you're just cheating. That's just tester bias. Oh, it's not tester bias. Wait a minute. Let's see. So this was your fun arm, right? Yeah. Arm of fun. Does that feel any different on the quality on that side?
Yeah.
Oh, look, hey, is that your ear starting to peak? I don't want to freak you out, right? That looks much better on that side. Let's see what it looks like for you. I'm not making that up, right? And all we've done is, in essence, is get this rib to start to be able to kind of flex out of the way. And sometimes it's more effective to do these unilaterally, right, than that global one. So we're hitting those positions, right? Voguing, that's right. That's 4 minutes of mobilization, right? And that's a couple quick drills working in this overhead position. All right, so that's a simple way to think about what are some of the kind of the structural pieces in the back. Let me show you what I think is, I call this, it's the sledgehammer. It's the man maker. You guys ready?